Hi, I'm Professor Donna Coker, and I'm going to talk to you about the Social Justice Lawyering first year elective. This course explores the role of lawyers in work for social change, and secondarily, as a part of that, the experience of legal education. So it's particularly appropriate in your second semester of your legal career to have an opportunity to step back and think a little bit critically about what your first semester experience has been like. So we study the development of legal claims, the issues that arise when lawyers work with community organizations, the role of lawyers in issue campaigns, in policy development, the role of law in social change. The course is a foundational course for social justice concentration, but it's really a course that will be of interest to a broad range of students. We examine critically, as I just mentioned, whether and how your legal education prepares you and inspires or fails to inspire you to engage in social justice work. So specifically, we start the course on a section on legal education. We talk about what it means to, quote, think like a lawyer, something you may have heard. We explore the idea of lawyers as problem solvers in various arenas, some obviously legal arenas, but not only. And we talk about the experience of legal education. We explore personal values, we explore professional roles of attorneys, we talk about the impact of student debt, and we talk about some of the resources that are available to address that. Then we turn to access to justice. We look at that largely in economic terms. We look at the structure of the legal profession, the gaps in access, but we also talk about the limitations of law itself in terms of reaching justice. So we talk about the limitations of, for example, a negative rights regime and some of the challenges over the years that have been brought to that constitutional framework. We talk about the various roles that lawyers play in representing community organizations and how lawyers can be a part of public policy debates, a part of issue campaigns, etc. In addition to that, we'll do a portion on restorative justice. We'll explore the use of restorative justice. We'll have some experiential opportunities in class to do circles, and we'll talk about the impact of restorative justice, particularly in criminal justice reform, but also in other arenas in school, including school and including child welfare. So the course gives, in addition to all of that, the course gives an overview of various forms, various arenas for social justice lawyering. We do that through a field trip, we do that with guest speakers, and obviously we do that with readings. So we both provide an overview, as I described, and then we also try to give we try to give some meat to that by having conversations with people who are doing social justice lawyering, but doing it in various ways in different arenas. In terms of the method of evaluation, students write small papers that are reflection papers with no outside research. In addition to that, students write 2 medium papers, one of which will involve some outside research, but not a great deal. It'll be a limited research paper involving your reflections on a book. And as I mentioned, we have a field trip, and then we have a take-home final essay exam, which gives you an opportunity to respond to a question prompt that allows you to integrate a substantial portion of the course. I would just add that for many years, I've taught criminal law as a first-year elective. I've taught social justice lawyering as an upper class class. My experience in criminal law as a first-year elective has left me with a real appreciation for the opportunity to be a part of the first year of your professional life. I thoroughly enjoy working with students who are at that entry point into the profession. And I think the second year actually is a particularly interesting time because now students have under their belt some of the experience of being in law school. They have just completed a quite steep learning curve that occurs in that first semester, and are ready and eager to think about how that first semester is going to translate into the kind of work that they came to law school to do. And this course is precisely the right course for that.